Well, today we're going to fix a problem that we have here in the camper or in the Geo Pro, and I watched Wines, Pines, and Canines, and they showed these dividers that they used, and I'm going to use them in the cabinet, but a little different here in the FD model. So, as you can see here in this one cabinet underneath the stove here in the FD. What I have here is I've got most of my stuff wedged in here pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it. But on this side, I've got stuff that sets up against this wall, and then I have a trash can here. Well, as you can see, as it moves down the road, it bangs around and it doesn't really stay put. So what we're going to do is use these two little rings, and we're going to use those to hold this stuff up here against the wall. So we're going to use probably just one of these, and this is a nice little $5 thing from IKEA. If you're near IKEA, it costs you $5 for this two little dividers. In my case, I had to spend another like $5-6 to have it shipped to me, so still under about 12 bucks. Not a bad deal for a little thing that you can use for organization. So we'll get to this and I'll show you what we got. So I pulled a few things out of there, and so what we're going to have to do is, like I said, this is it has to go in there, so I'm going to have enough room. I'm going to have it at a slight angle, just enough that I can get it in this way, and it'll set up against there, and it's back as tight as it can go up against the back there. So we're going to go ahead and mark these two screws and get those two screws put in. So I've got both the screws in. The only thing I'm worried about here is I'm going through a little thin board here, and in the future, if this is not strong enough, I'm going to try it out. Like I said, we're at the end of the camping season this year, but next season we'll try this out a few times. If it doesn't work out, I'll have to put a block of wood underneath here, each one of these. So I'll let you know if I have to do that in the future, and but for now we're going to give that a shot. So there it all is, tucked in, and like I say, we'll have to see about how well it's going to hold over the long haul. Probably like I say, I end up putting a piece of wood underneath there, but this is my little piece that's holding in, and it should stay in place. I got my trash can here that we can just pull out without having that fall over each time, and change that out. And everything else is wedged in here pretty good, so I don't have to worry about movement pretty much. We got some stuff we don't use that much in the back, but I think that might work out for us. So got that project done. That was a little quick project. Like I say, we got that all organized into there. Pretty happy with that. One thing we did do, which we hadn't shown you earlier, we did finally get the chance to put the rack up in here. Again, we put some screws in here. Not sure how strong. They're just barely threaded into this back wall. We do know there's probably an 1 to 2 inch gap between this inside wall and the outside wall, but we think that's going to be fine. We may have to put some kind of toggle on that in the future. Depends on how heavy the stuff we hang on that. So that's about all I have. Just doing a few fall things to put the camper up, and we may go one more trip. We're not sure, and we've already winterized, but we may go out for a quick trip mid-November, and if not, we'll take that battery out probably late November, and we'll just see you again for camping probably mid-March to sometime in April. That's about all I have for this video, and we'll see you again on other of these RV shorts.